I love how this battle is just a court. Like, I'm sure there's gonna be some JJK fan be like, where my Oonga Boonga action at? But this is like the coolest fucking fight. This is so different than anything I think we were expecting. I love how new he is to the world of sorcery, and he's already doing this crazy shit. Oh my god, just the fact that a small ass hammer is enough to break your face and then it turns into a giant ass hammer upon impact is insane. Kicked that bitch so hard he landed in the chair backwards. The fact that my boy's doing this with just pure raw physical strength is pretty crazy. Come back to me, Curse Energy. I'll never take you for granted again. I'll take you out on all the dates. Give me another chance. I wonder if retrials are a thing. Called it! Well, no more retrials. No more retrials after that. So it's interesting because YUJI is like literally admitting guilt that he feels, but deep down, the truth is it's not him. Damn, if I stay with you, I will hate myself even more is a wild thing to say. Dare I say, this was the greatest fight in JJK history. Now, I'm sure there will be someone who will come in and be like, no, that's recency bias, blah, blah, blah. The JJK Zero movie, yeah, who cares? When a man can have a hammer that can both get vertically and horizontally as big as he wants, and can slap your main character around, and I say, please continue. If you need to kill our boy Itadori, go ahead, I understand. Not that I hate him as a character, but he's such a fun freaking character that if this had to be his end, what better way to go out? But the best part wasn't even the comedic, damn near hilarious fight. That was actually quite brutal. It was actually the fact that it was a court system as well, that was supposed to be based around a fair trial. That as long as you don't admit your guilt, you could have up to 2 retrials. The way they structured everything here and how it just ties together in such a brilliant way. Literally, his curse energy went away because he did some underage gambling and got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Trying to explain that to a JJK fan in season 1, they'd probably say, man, that show really went off the rails, huh? Kind of like just, it stretched it too thin. Nope. This is JJK at its peak. This has to be the coolest ability, my new favorite character, and even if he never returned after this, I think he has stolen the show for the remainder of this series without a single doubt in my mind. Gojo who? Gojo who? You know what to do though. If you got this far in the video, make sure you drop a like, share, support, subscribe, ring that bell if you haven't already, and Patreon, full live reactions and exclusives do live over there, which does help on the channel, so if you enjoy my work, do consider supporting, it helps out greatly. The thing about the fight was that the more it went on, the more you realize just how much thought went into every little frame. Like such simple moments, everywhere you go, something cool happened, and this really was my favorite part. It really highlights the complexity. You kick a man into a chair. That chair, he then flips in order to be kind of a shield slash weapon. Super simple, but this happens over like 2 seconds. It's a blink and you miss it, and it's just immediately away. That's the entirety of this fight. It's not just the fact that he got kicked into a chair and they beautifully made him flip and use it as a shield. It's the fact that every time they were attacking each other, about 50 of these moments were happening. And I think the chair scene is the best indication of explaining just why you can freeze damn near anywhere in these fights, and they are doing the craziest shit known to man. And the fact that the animation quality has yet to let up is really a testament to how good seemingly the production schedule was for this core of JJK. Will it continue in the next core? I mean, if what I'm hearing is correct and that the director who was involved in part 1 isn't going to be involved in part 2, most likely it won't be this good, which is a shame. I mean, directors do hold a lot of weight in terms of what talent works on their product, so most likely a lot of the people who worked on this may not be working on part 2, or part 2 is already so underway that it will still remain pretty close. But all I know is that we are eating good right now, and rather than doom posting that it's all going to end when we get to part 2 like some people are, I'm just going to hope for the best and enjoy what we have while we have it. The thing about the whole court system was so cool is that it starts off so silly. It's like, hey, you were underage at the time and you went into a gambling parlor. And then like the way it works is like he has evidence, but you won't know what the evidence is until you decide, are you guilty? Are you gonna lie? What are you gonna do? So he's like, I did go in there, but I was taking a shit. And then he's like, well, my evidence shows you exchanging, for currency. Obviously that would be for gambling. So you're guilty. And when they resume the fight, he obviously has no curse energy because that's what was taken from him. The fact that he asked for a retrial is interesting because I was like, I'm not sure where he's going to go with this because he immediately admits he's guilty. And by admitting you're guilty and you killed them, that's a death sentence. Like, admitting to killing would be a death sentence. Like, we're on trial initially for goddamn gambling. But the Sukuna thing's interesting because what we saw last week with this man, right? He's very much about justice and he wants people to get the justice they deserve. But throughout his entire life as a prosecutor, right, it's just like his people got screwed. The fact that he has the evidence, he knew Yuji himself did not kill anyone. So the fact that he's admitting to a crime that he didn't commit, but the fact that Yuji legitimately feels guilty about that, even if it wasn't him, he feels responsible because of Sukuna. And it's the fact that that causes him to pull his punch, which allows for Yuji to connect his. Such an interesting dynamic, and I think he really would fit in with our cast of characters, but I completely understand why he separated himself. He has a lot of blood on his hands. Literally, the 2 points he has left are like the judge and someone else that he killed. We did add the rule, thankfully, so we can transfer points. So that allows 19 days or whatever without having to worry about bad things happening. But he doesn't know what he wants to do. He's like, when this is over, do I turn myself in? I don't know. But I know if I stay with you, I'm going to be a bad person. Not really saying it's about your character, but I just know I'm going to get involved more in this type of shit, and I don't know what I want to do. It's not just that he's cool with his ability. He got a giant-ass hammer smacking us around. Oh, we're on trial now. I'm getting some Yu-Gi-Oh vibes right now, Ace Attorney vibes. I'm like, okay, here we go. We're on like a Yu-Gi-Oh Duel Monsters arc with Ace Attorney combined. It's fantastic. It's the fact that his character is legitimately interesting. This man literally just became a sorcerer and is doing some of the highest talent shit known to man. Like, he is him. Do I hope he makes a reappearance? Of course. If this is basically all we get of him other than a couple small scenes, will I be disappointed? Not really, because he utilized his time perfectly. It felt like we watched a mini-movie all in one. But if he makes an appearance again and he properly integrates himself into this cast, I will be fucking giddy as hell, man. He has a lot of guilt on his conscience because of, obviously, what happened. I'm interested to see, because he's all about justice, and I think given the environment, simply turning himself in wouldn't be giving justice to the sins he thinks he's committed. So I think he'll want to redeem himself. I do think he'll probably turn himself over to the authorities at some point, but I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back and he deems it necessary to make up for the mistakes he feels like he's made, such as the murder of a lot of innocent people, but also that will then trigger a lot of character development and stuff in the process. But such a fun episode. I mean, it's no exaggeration to say this is the best looking JJK has ever been. This is a TV anime airing in a season with some of the most action focused scenes known to man, and all the big dogs are remaining consistent. It's really unheard of. It doesn't happen a lot with seasonal anime. Usually if you have one or two really big shows, they kind of eat up a lot of the extra resources that could be passed around, but everything just feels like it has a solid production schedule, and hell, even the shows that are confirmed to have bad production schedules are looking fucking amazing. So you know what? We're eating good right now as anime fans, and while I don't expect this level of quality to last the rest of the year, I'm sure we'll get back into, damn, look at these random PNG slides, blah, blah, blah. Right now we are eating so good, and yeah, Yuji, I love him. I think he's a great character. I haven't really seen much hate towards Yuji lately, which is nice. Maybe the last season helped, because I remember a lot of people considering him like a mid-protagonist, but I think he's the farthest thing from it. And I think his characterization, and especially with that Sukuna stuff, I wasn't sure exactly where we were building up. I thought he was trying to do a gotcha, but to be honest, in a way, I think it was half like, if I have to die here, I'm okay dying because I feel guilty for this. But on the other hand, this is a way that hopefully will allow me to get the upper hand and win this battle. Such a complex dynamic. You let me know your thoughts down below, especially if you're a source reader. I'm sure manga readers are gushing seeing how this was animated. Thoughts down below, drop a like, share, support, subscribe, ring that bell, and Patreon for live reactions and exclusives do live over there. Like, hey, I'd love to give those video shows to my patrons, because without them, you wouldn't get these YouTube videos at all. Alright, so today we got Crystal Cat, Craig Cat Lad, Goron201, Mary Lou, Angela, Sebastian Emil Mueller, John Wilson, and we also have Pacifist Gunslinger, so I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and y'all have a good one.